Now, Mark, we're going to take it back a little bit because obviously we know about your amazing feats of strength. Now, growing up, were you always this Hercules? Or what was talk to us about growing up a little bit, you know, what that life was like, and were you always this beast that we know and love?
What was happening in Silsbee,
You know
Texas?
what? I always was. From a little bitty kid, I got childhood pictures, and I'll send y'all one when we get off the show. When we get off, y'all can post it if you want to.
Bet.
Like all of my childhood photos, mainly are me flexing, posing like I was the Incredible Hulk, or at 10 years old, I was 220 pounds. So I was big. Like you see other kids my age, and you would think that, at 10 years old, it was a 14-year-old playing with them. I looked 14 to 15. So I got in a lot of trouble because, being a big kid, the kids used to pick on me. And I said it, like you said, you watched the documentary. Mm-hmm. I said in the doc, if it was big and it was black, that's what they used to call me. I was Fat Albert. I was Hey Kool-Aid, Mr. McGilla Gorilla, Thing, Hulk, anything that was big. I mean, I know the Hulk was green, but they stupid. But like I got tired of that, man. It weighed on me, and I got in a lot of trouble trying to smash everybody that disrespected me, and almost ended up in jail.
So, Mark, first of all, that's always crazy to me when kids pick on a big kid. Like, don't you see this size difference? Yeah. Do you understand what could happen if this kid decides to retaliate?
Better career choices.
Right? So it just never, you're right, kids are dumb sometimes. Mark, it don't make no sense.
And the parents, they would get mad at me. Of course, justifiably so. If I had a kid doing the stuff that I was doing, now trying to do that to my kid, I would be mad too. But like, it was me retaliating, and I've always been kind of sharp. Like, I felt like I knew more than the average little kid. I was exposed to a lot too early. And I basically would just, do what I wanted to do and dare anybody to say anything. Like, that's not a good thing, because those people usually end up dead or in jail. And my mom told me that somebody was going to kill me because people was going to get tired of fighting you, and one day somebody's going to shoot you. And that was just like, when I went to juvie, I was a good kid till I went to jail. Once I got in there and I started meeting people that had assaulted people, and there's a boy that made a kid drink Drano. Like, it was all, man, like I was with some real killers, and I ain't want to be that.
So it sounds to me, Mark, like you weren't a bully necessarily. Like you said, this was retaliation for people.
I just retaliated. Yeah. And, the Old Testament is the Old Testament. We live in the New. Mm-hmm. You can't do that. It's no eye for eye, and it took for me to be 14 before I realized that.
Watch new episodes of No Contest Wrestling every Wednesday, or listen wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to follow us at No Contest Wrestling Podcast on Instagram.